What is up, guys? My name is Rubidium. This is first in a series of new videos I'm doing reviewing different types of gear. Today we're looking at the YongNuo digital light stick. So a couple of years ago, a photographic company called Westcott came out with a thing called the Ice Light, which was, a stick that I think it was locked to 5600 daylight. It was like a single color. It had a high CRI, but it was like $400. So Westcott had this Ice Light. It was just too expensive. It was far too expensive for the majority of photographers and filmmakers out there that would have used it. But as things do, the idea made its way to China. LEDs evolved, and now we have sub $100 versions of that same idea. 3 different types of LEDs in the display. There is, and you get to them on this dial on the back. You can dial them up and down, either fine or coarse, meaning up 1 at a time or 10 at a time. You can change the setting from 5600 Kelvin to 3200 Kelvin. So you have both a daylight and a tungsten balanced LEDs in there. The kind of cool thing is that there's also, and you can see them there, they're not as numerous or as bright as the tungsten and daylight LEDs, but there are RGB LEDs in there, and they work in this kind of interesting way of you can select red, green, or blue, and then you mix colors accordingly. So you can have 20% red, then I'll add 40% blue to make purple. I can take the red out. I can add green to get Aqua. There's also an awesome app for your phone that lets you just, with your finger, dial in the color you want. These are on Amazon for about $70. They're so good I bought 2 of them. I have the second one here, being my 3/4 backlight. They're also great for being a fill for your subject from underneath if you're looking for that high key sort of television look. How bright are they? Well, they're small sources, so they're kind of harsh. I wouldn't use them as a sole key light for a face unless you're diffusing them. But they do have enough punch to be diffused and still kind of make sense. I mean, I can turn off my light mat here. That's at full power. It's putting out almost as much light as the light mat was at maybe half power. But it's a really great light. I've found it really useful. What I've mainly used it for is to be a 3/4 backlight or a hair light for interviews, because it's really great not to have an extra wire running through the set. You can sort of match any temperature you want. Downsides, while the colors are great, that's green at full power, so it's really not very bright at all. Maybe with super high ISOs in photography you can get a good exposure at it. At this point the color elements are sort of a novelty. They don't have enough punch to really be used to light much. They're just sort of a cool effect. But it would be great if YongNuo comes out with something that's all RGB LEDs and has as much brightness as the daylight or the tungsten. I would buy that in a heartbeat. You get quite a lot of light for quite a little package. You also have a plug-in here so that you can attach it to the wall. It works with the same 12-volt power supplies that lots of external hard drives do, or lots of battery chargers do. The bigger NP Sony batteries on them get about an hour out of them. The smaller ones give you about 20 minutes at a reasonable level of brightness, probably not full power. But really, it's just an amazing thing to take to a shoot. Each light comes with a little foam padded bag, but I found that if you take the battery off, you can get both, or you can get 2 of them in here. They fit great on it, just on the top of a light stand. There's a 1/4-20 screw in the bottom, and you don't even need to sandbag them because the weight, it goes directly down. They're incredibly stable. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you got something out of it. There's many more coming, so stay tuned.